starring Lee Marvin.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you've heard the state's attorney's case, the testimony of police officers and competent experts. This is evidence developed by men sincere in the performance of their duty. But their interpretation of that evidence is mistaken and contrary to the truth. Yes, the defendant owned the gun, but the merits of our case will prove to you that he could not kill that man. You will see this clearly, and the alleged motive will crumble when I demonstrate for you what really happened. Don't.
My name is Frank Ballinger, Detective Lieutenant, M Squad, a special detail of the Chicago Police. It's big news when a highly successful criminal lawyer is murdered in his home. The morning after Alden Phelps was killed, my boss asked me to have breakfast with him.
Well, what it boils down to is no fingerprints, nobody saw the killer or heard the shots. All we've got's a .38 slug.
He was a pretty good attorney.
Well, he went after you a few times when he had you on the witness stand.
Well, that's part of the defense counsel's job, to make sure the witnesses are stating the facts correctly.
Well, it made some of the witnesses sore. They threatened him for shooting holes in their testimony.
Maybe it's somebody whose case he lost.
I'm glad you brought that up. You want to look into it?
Yeah, I'd like to.
You'll find Sergeant Summers at the apartment.
Right. I wasn't a close friend of Phelps, but we liked each other. Had a drink now and then. And now he was dead. According to the coroner, he was killed around 11 o'clock at night. The body was found an hour later by a servant returning from his day off. Sergeant Summers was waiting for me.
No sign of an entry, Frank. He must have let the party in, or they had a key. No sign of a fight either, not even a carpet scuff.
Maybe he figured on talking his way out of it, huh?
Big mistake.
The man does what he knows best.
The gun was fired twice at about 6 feet. Had to be somebody he didn't think would pull the trigger.
A woman.
He liked them, and they liked him.
Phelps have a date last night?
We don't know. He had dinner about 5 blocks from here with Mr. and Mrs. Rollins. Rollins was a client.
A happy one.
It should be. Phelps got him acquitted last month.
I'm Leonard Rollins. We came over to see if we could help. This is Mrs. Rollins.
How do you know?
Alden Phelps was a very close friend. Has his family been contacted? He has a brother in St. Louis.
That's all been taken care of by Mr. Phelps' secretary.
I should like to talk with her, if I may.
Sure, she's in the living room.
Well, that's where we found the body, Mrs. Rollins.
Are you coming, Judith?
Mrs. Rollins, I understand that you were one of the last persons to see Mr. Phelps alive.
Yes.
What an extraordinary way to put it. We both saw him last night at dinner.
There were no other guests?
No, just the three of us. But you already know that. My husband called the police earlier this morning.
Yes. While Mr. Phelps was in your home, did he receive any phone calls?
A client, I believe. My husband told you that, too.
Do you know whether he had a date later on with this person to call or anybody else?
He didn't say.
If you mean a woman, I can tell you he had no date like that. He told me he was going straight home, do some work on a case, and be in bed by 11:30.
Thank you.
Come along, Judith.
Mrs. Rollins, I'd like to have a little information about the dinner party. Phelps might have said something that would
I
give
should
us
be glad to talk to you after I've seen Mr. Phelps' secretary.
Mrs. Rollins can fill us in.
She's far too upset. Alden Phelps was a close friend.
Oh, of course. I certainly understand. Then we will talk later.
I'll look in before we leave.
So that is Leonard Rollins.
Yep. Oil, railroads. She's from a wealthy family. Broke now. Married him 3 years ago. State's attorney made a lot of his jealousy at the trial, but Phelps exploded that.
Well, I didn't see the trial.
Well, the jury said he never killed that golf pro. He was supposed to be her boyfriend. The body was found in the car in Lincoln Park. 2 gunshot wounds. Rollins was seen walking near the park.
Well, how did he beat the murder rap?
Mistaken identity. Phelps proved that she never took instruction, and she never saw the guy outside of the country club.
So, no motive.
That's what the jury said.
I see. But Rollins didn't have anything for us to work on. Just a guy jealous about his wife. It was Sergeant Summers who got us our first good lead.
Frank, we've got something. A certain busybody lives across from the Rollins. Seems that while Papa Rollins was in jail, a certain party was seeing his wife nearly every night for 3 weeks.
Phelps.
Came early and stayed late.
Where's Rollins now?
He went to his office.
That's just where I want him. I was curious about Judith Rollins and why she was afraid. Her friendship with Phelps during the trial might supply a motive. She seemed frightened in his apartment today.
Of course I was frightened. Going into that room where Alden had been shot, it was a reaction to a violent death.
You didn't have to go to the apartment.
My husband thought it was proper for us to call, and, well, I agreed with him. I didn't expect to see the outline of the body on the floor.
I think I understand.
And as for your insinuations that I was overly friendly with Alden, it's not true. He was my husband's friend.
Oh, then it was a friendly dinner party.
Of course it was.
I mean, I have to question the servants, you know that.
There was an unpleasant moment. I was rude to Alden. He kissed my hand when he came back from the telephone. I told him not to, and I was angry. My husband doesn't like that sort of thing. Neither do I.
But other than that, it was a friendly party.
Very.
Your husband didn't object to this hand kissing?
No, as a matter of fact, he was amused.
What time did you go to bed last night?
I don't see why you should ask me that. It was about 10:30, I think, when I went to my room.
And Mr. Rollins?
I heard Leonard go into his room shortly after. He called good night to me.
And after that, neither one of you left this house?
No. Certainly not. What are you trying to suggest? No.
Mrs. Rollins, you must realize that I have to ask you these questions. If I don't, some other police officer will. Oh, please, Mrs. Rollins.
I can't help myself.
Hello, Lieutenant. What brings you to my house at this time?
More questions, and Mrs. Rollins has been very helpful.
You seem to have made her cry.
No, dear. It's me, my nerves. It upsets me to talk about Alden's death, but it has to be done.
Yes, I suppose it has.
Mr. Rollins, I would like to question the servants, if I may.
Certainly. I can see that we must all help. Will you come this way, please?
Thank you, Mrs. Rollins. I developed nothing from the servants. As for Rollins, I'd seen men like him before, very possessive about their wives. But Judith Rollins bothered me. She seemed to be covering up something.
Well, one thing's pretty certain. Phelps didn't get his reputation with women from reading law books.
Sure. After the trial, when Rollins got home, she wanted to quit. Phelps wouldn't let her. She threatened him, he laughed at her, and she shot him.
Well, Rollins found out and exploded.
Yeah, he protects her like a watchdog, but that doesn't make a case. We can't even prove that either one of them left the house.
They seemed to alibi for each other.
A maid who doesn't sleep, doesn't hear a car leave the garage.
Oh, one of them could have walked. It's only 6 blocks.
Yeah, but we can't get in the house to find the gun.
No gun, no motive, just a possible angle.
Well, it's better than no angle at all.
Well, we got a tail on both of them.
Tomorrow, I'm going to tackle a lady of the house. Personally. The woman's activities were routine the next day. I stayed close behind her until she went to a psychiatrist's office. After her appointment was over, I paid a call on Dr. Myron Ross.
I can't talk about my patients, Lieutenant. You know that.
Mrs. Rollins is involved in a murder investigation.
Well, that makes no difference. Whatever she might tell me is strictly confidential.
Well, how long has she been your patient, or is that also confidential?
No, I'd say she's been my patient about 4 months.
Did she ever talk to you about a man named Joe Foreman? He's a golf pro. He was murdered 4 months ago. Her husband stood trial for that murder.
Oh, yes, so he did.
Well, is it possible that he might be covering for her?
Is that the way the police are thinking now?
Well, you have to admit it's an interesting theory. Should we talk about it?
Well, if you'll excuse me, I have another patient waiting.
Well, possibly I could stop by to see you later when you're not so busy, say around 5:30 or 6.
I'll be happy to talk to you anytime, Lieutenant. But not about a patient of mine.
Thank you, Dr. Ross.
Not at all.
You want to talk to me? Come on, speak up. I'm a police officer. Who asked you to tell me?
The man who gave me the slip had all the earmarks of a pro, and he was afraid to be questioned by a police officer. I went back to the office and checked the file on licensed private investigators.
Frank, I think you made a mistake. What information could Rollins, his wife, or anybody get from having you followed?
Mixed up people do funny things. Maybe they think by keeping an eye on me that he or she can find out how close we're getting. Uh-oh.
Did you find him?
Yeah, it's him, all right. Looks like his photograph is taken underwater, but it's Mike Wilson. Hello, Ballinger speaking. Oh, yes, Mrs. Rollins. Was it about Alden Phelps? Well, I could be over there in, say, about 20 minutes. Fine. All right, thank you. I think she's ready to talk. But just in case, we better pick up that private eye.
Right.
Oh, Lieutenant, please come in and sit down, won't you?
Oh, thank you.
I understand I'm one of your prime suspects.
Oh, not exactly, Mrs. Rollins.
You think my husband might have stood trial in my place?
Oh, you've been talking to Dr. Ross. Huh?
Yes, he phoned me.
Then why did you call me?
Because I wanted to know why I'm under suspicion.
In a murder investigation, many facts come to light. Some of these must be explained. Alden Phelps visited you quite frequently while your husband was in jail.
Yes, to discuss my testimony for the trial.
And we knew of 2 times that you visited him.
It was about my husband's defense. You think there was something between Alden and me?
Could have a bearing on the case.
My husband's life was at stake. I had to work with Alden. I was frightened and confused. The state's attorney would have torn my testimony to bits.
Why?
Because in the beginning I thought Leonard was guilty. I didn't know where to turn, and then Alden took the case. And he convinced me Leonard was innocent. Oh, please. I had great respect and admiration for Alden Phelps, but I didn't love him. And I didn't kill him, and neither did my husband.
We've said nothing to that effect.
My husband's trial. You asked Dr. Ross if he might have been covering up for me. Well, he wasn't. And last night, my husband was with me, here in this room, at the time the papers say Alden was shot.
Why didn't you tell us this before?
I saw no reason to do so. It's a personal matter. But when I came down here, the maid was serving Leonard a glass of milk.
How was he dressed?
In pajamas and robe.
And you?
I was ready to go to bed. Neither one of us had gone out.
Why did you say in the beginning that you felt that your husband had killed the golf instructor?
I'd rather you got that from Dr. Ross. I've asked him to discuss it with you. I'm much too upset to be cross-examined and tangled up with your questions.
Mrs. Rollins, what are you frightened of?
Please go now.
Again, I must emphasize that I cannot discuss Mrs. Rollins' case.
But she asked me to come here.
Yes, but on another matter.
Did you know that Mrs. Rollins believed that her husband had killed the golf instructor?
Yes, but Phelps changed her mind because he was satisfied her husband wasn't a disturbed personality.
Well, then a plea of not guilty on the grounds of insanity was considered, but dropped.
Mrs. Rollins asked me to tell you that because it would have been revealed sooner or later.
And now Mrs. Rollins wants the police to believe that her husband's jealousy has no meaning. What's your opinion on that?
Phelps asked me that. I've met Rollins several times socially. But whatever my impressions are of a man, I could never say that he was mentally ill until a comprehensive examination was made. And in this case, I wasn't asked to make one.
Then Phelps never called in a psychiatrist.
No, he decided to try the case on its merits. And he won an acquittal.
Yes. But in having you tell me this, isn't Mrs. Rollins pointing the finger at her husband?
Oh, no. She felt this information might free him.
You know, I saw Rollins under certain conditions. And believe me, he was ready to kill.
That was an emotional diagnosis, an impression. You're not a doctor.
No, I'm a cop. And now I'm wondering why a beautiful woman like Judith Rollins would put up with excessive jealousy.
She loves her husband, for one thing, and she wants to help him.
And then again, maybe she's using her husband's weakness for her own personal benefit.
Anything else, Lieutenant?
Oh, no. Thank you very much, Dr. Ross.
Not at all.
Judith Rollins might be pointing to the truth, but I'd have to prove it. When I got back to M Squad, they'd picked up the private detective I wanted.
I needed the dough. He offered me $50 a day, plus expenses. How could I resist? I didn't even know who you were.
How long have you been in the business, Wilson?
3 years? Believe me, I never met you, Lieutenant.
I could charge you with assaulting a police officer. I identified myself, remember?
How can a guy be sure?
This can cost you your license to operate.
What do you want to know?
Who hired you and why?
Will it, make us even?
We'll add that up when you're through talking.
His name's Leonard Rollins. He wanted me to tail anybody his wife met. Anybody at all. Men, that is. Boy, he's flipped.
Well, why do you say that he's flipped?
A friend of mine used to work for him.
Rollins used to have him tailing different guys every week for months. Till he got into that murder rap.
Men and his wife were saying?
Yeah. But my friend never got anything on her. Neither did I. We, even?
Yeah, we're even. Well, you can go now.
Summers just brought this over from ballistics, Frank. It's the best break we've had.
Yeah, the bullets that killed that golf pro and the lawyer were fired from the same gun.
They didn't find a gun in either murder.
Still a three-way lead. Rollins, his wife, or somebody else. Boy, if you could see the look of rage in his eyes. You know, you ought to be home about half an hour. I want to try something.
But Leonard couldn't have gone out the night Alden was shot. I told you we were here. No one heard his car leave.
Mrs. Rollins, even if your husband walked, it would have only taken 10 minutes. He could have been back in time to have his milk.
Oh, what do you want me to do?
Does your husband have a gun? I want to take a look at it.
I've never seen one in the house.
I'm looking for a gun that has killed two men who aroused your husband's jealousy.
But Alden was positive that Leonard would never kill anybody. He'd convinced me.
Your husband's even jealous of me, and how long have I known you?
Oh, I know. And any other man who even so much as looks in my direction. He's here. Why did you do that?
If your husband has a gun hidden around here, we'll soon find out. Come here.
No, you shouldn't have tricked him like that. He'll be furious.
You've got to trust me. Now, wait in the next room.
I'm going to tell him the truth. I must.
You live in this constant danger? Your husband's killed before. You'll kill again. Now, get in the other room.
Judith. Judith.
All right, Rollins, drop that gun. I said drop it.
You didn't deceive me, Ballinger. You didn't deceive me. It's over now. It's over for all of us. You'll never have her. I'm taking you and Judith with me.
Come on, Rollins, put that gun down. You're sick, but we can help you.
Phelps told me that. Because he wanted me out of the way. He was in love with Judith. That's what the golf instructor told me when I had him cornered. He told me I was sick, too.
Sorry, Mrs. Rollins. Very sorry.
Leonard Rollins was never tried for the murder of Alden Phelps. He was adjudged insane and committed to the state hospital. Jealousy is a terrible thing, the way it eats the heart and mind of a man. Little or big, it makes trouble. And it's an acid that sometimes kills when it gets out of control and sends a person beyond the borderline of sanity.
M Squad. Starring Lee Marvin.